Hi Libra, welcome to your reading for the week beginning the 8th of June 2025. The energy around this reading is of the Knight of Cups, which is about planting seeds for the long-term future. You may just be thinking about these things, planning them, working out what you want, and especially working out what you don't want too, because if you keep things in your life now that you are really not happy with or you don't want, then they could be around for the long term. So it is about getting some clarity. They're also talking about the possibility, the Knight of Cups is also the card of marriage proposal. So some of you may be receiving a proposal. It also represents a young water sign man, so Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But really, it is about your future and how you're going to proceed. So that's all very exciting. We also have here indicated the endings of things, but this is to do with thought. It's the ending of times of a difficult period, and it's a time of renewal and transformation. It's really about letting go of old patterns of focusing on the things that you don't want in your life rather than focusing on what you do. Libra is an air sign, and that's about thought. So it's about changing any thought processes and focusing on peace. The Six of Swords is the card of leaving turmoil for peace. And underneath it, in the line of karma, which is indicates karmic lessons amongst other things, is the card of meditation. So I know I have had Librans asking me how to meditate. Any form that you feel is good for you, any way to find peace in your thoughts is of benefit. And doing this almost obsessively, letting go of the negative obsessions and focusing on the positive ones. Of course, you don't want to meditate all day long, but it is about doing this regularly. And this is bringing greater peace around your home. They're also talking here about trips away, short trips away, and sudden things happening, but in a very positive way, to do with the Ten of Cups is about your wishes and hopes and dreams. And as soon as you set your mind to it, as soon as you make that decision, you will have things put in front of you that are what you want. So some things may take longer, but it is a matter of learning patience or temperance, not going out on a limb, not making rash decisions, but at the same time, if something feels right, going for it. They are also talking here about relationships, which relationships are of benefit, which ones aren't, and relationships where you can communicate. Librans are very good communicators usually. So this is about long-term new beginnings to do with communication. Death is also the card of endings and new beginnings and long-term new beginnings where you start to get what you want. And the Three of Wands is about looking at the past, seeing where you've been happy and seeing where you haven't been happy and bringing in those things. You might have put things on hold just by your thoughts, by thinking you can't achieve something. But this is saying these are just your thoughts, to use your intuition, to go with what feels right, and you will achieve your dreams. Now, the good news here, very good news, is for those of you who are looking for love, you either have your divine counterpart in your life already or they're on your path. And this, I know it's not for everyone because this is a collective reading, but it is talking about many of you finding that divine counterpart. And you have the Ace of Cups on one side, which is unconditional love, and the Ace of Wands on the other side, which is one thing will lead to another, and that this person is definitely on your path. When it's next to the Hanged Man, it means that things may have been on hold for a period of time, and now that hold is being lifted. And it's sort of a double lifting of the hold. So, I mean, you couldn't ask for better cards to do with love than those three. They are talking here about your emotional depth and how you have overcome challenges to do with whatever it is that you've had put in your life. And these things may be coming up to clear at the moment. A lot of things are coming up to clear for everyone, not just Librans. Librans are very emotionally wise most of the time, and this is having whatever way is positive for you to do with releasing from the subconscious. The moon is the subconscious, and this is the line of the subconscious as well. So you may be having dreams, but you may want to start interpreting your dreams, keeping a dream diary. Maybe you already do. But the way forward is, and you know this on an emotional level, is to put yourself first and make yourself happy. This relates to any form of relationship too. If you're happy, the people around you will be happy. And of course, in a relationship, if you pin all your hopes on one person, and that puts a lot of pressure on them. So it is about having that independent life to as well to do with your relationship. Many of you are star seeds. The magician is the card of the star seed. It's the card of coming from a much higher vibration to earth, and finding earth quite difficult sometimes, just because it's quite harsh. But it's about giving your knowledge to others. It's about being of service. If you're of service, you will feel more in alignment with what you're meant to be doing. So that can be helping people heal, teaching, advising, leading. Often it's creative. It's also pointing out here that you have true friendships who love you, and they need to be on the same vibration as you. These are on your path, and sometimes we just have one or two friends in any time of our life that are long term, and they are of great support. But this could also be talking about someone actually coming in, either from the past or a new person coming in who you've known in a different lifetime. They could also have a different cultural background to you. So this is lovely. The emotional lesson you're going through is around thought again. And it is about the world. One of the meanings of the world is be in the moment. So trying to be in the moment as much as you can. And ways of doing this, of course, are being immersed in doing something that you love to do, or walking in nature, or just that feeling of peace when you go into the space between thoughts. So you're being encouraged to do that as much as possible, rather than thinking of all the different options and things that probably won't happen. It's about the Seven of Cups is about bringing something into now. What do you want to create now? And this could be love. So it's very beautiful. They are saying here that you get bored easily. That's a bit of an air sign thing. But you may also be creating something. And sometimes we come up with challenges, but this is overcoming challenges and working very hard to overcome any challenges in your life. The devil is fear, and it's addiction to ways of thinking here that they're talking about. So addiction to thinking maybe everything's going to go wrong, or so it's changing patterns of thought. This is something that you can change very easily because you have the wisdom within you to be able to do that. But it's about being consistently doing the inner work. Well, they're talking here about, we were talking about planting seeds for the long-term future. This is thinking about an opportunity around work to do with the long-term future that involves groups of people. And then we've got the public here and groups of people. So I feel that you are going to be reaching the public in some way, or working with the public. And this could be some sort of good golden opportunity that you have said you can't do or you don't want to do, but you have the skill and knowledge, and this would really grow and bring about some sort of financial stability. They are asking you to embrace your inner Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. They are the ones who are focused on career and work and create things out of nothing. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles too. Isn't that interesting? All three. And then we've got Pentacles here. We've got Pentacles everywhere. So it is about being organized, getting things back to basics and routine and structure in your life to do with health. So eating regularly, sleeping regularly, exercising regularly, meditating regularly is really strongly coming up here. And this helps you with making choice. Librans, I read, well, I've been reading for over 35 years. A lot of Librans have trouble making decisions, but it's about using the intuition. Meditation helps you to connect to your heart. What do I truly want? Connect to, it's your body that tells you. If you feel excited about something, it's and it feels really good, it's the right decision. If you have doubt or, well, I'm not sure, or I feel a bit funny about it, it's probably not the right time or not the right decision. Family looks really good here. Family harmony around the home. You may be spending more time at home, but also in nature. I know I said short trips away, but apart from that. So, wow, brilliant cards, and brilliant cards for growing some sort of idea or new beginning around career. You do have leadership qualities, of course, and so sometimes that makes it a bit difficult working for other people. I know that one. You are being asked to keep your hope and positivity, and that you need positive people around you, and that you do have new people coming in. This is over years they're talking about, but you can't be around people who are causing difficulty to do with blaming you for everything, or this is self-sabotage. So you may be rebuilding your friendship group, or just stepping away from any relationships that are a little bit toxic. So it's also destructive habits or limiting beliefs that are stopping you from progressing. And this, oh, look, now we've got the Ace of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So this is limiting thoughts around your ability to manifest money. They're saying you can do this quite quickly, but it's by embracing what you're passionate about. The King of Wands, you know, it's passion and it's acting, reacting, or not reacting, acting on his passion. And again, the Nine of Cups is about setting yourself up financially, and then you are able to bring in your dreams. Of course, you know, we live on a planet where money is key. It's not evil to need to have money to then be able to do what you're here to do. And it's the card of Justice is about what at the end of your life will you be glad you've done, and what will you not be happy about? What will you regret? So it's about having the funds to achieve what you came to Earth to do. And so this looks like a you know, really big shift for you, Libra, in lots of ways. Extremely positive. Again, an increase in your income to do with being on the path of the heart. And walking away, for some of you, walking away from something, taking your knowledge and building something greater. You do have very good minds, but this is about emotional intelligence. You do have this to share with others. It's about valuing yourself. Again, we've got, this is the card of falling in love. And again, falling in love and overcoming any challenges. Could be to do with distance for some of you, but this person thinks very highly of you. You think highly of them. There's this mutual admiration coming up here. And the question of commitment and this is the old card of marriage, and working out who you actually really want to commit to, of course. But the the Seven of Wands is don't fight wars that don't exist within yourself, because this puts things on hold. But I feel you're overcoming this because you have these wonderful aces all around it. These are people who you are very close to, and but you are growing in your own independence. The Hierophant is the card of your own connection to source, your own not having an intermediary, not always listening to what other people say if it doesn't resonate with you, to do with your own power and knowledge. So now we have the Ace of Swords as well. So look, this is the line of the near future, and these are all in the line of the near future. 4 aces. My goodness, you could not ask for better outcomes and soon. So you are being tested on what you will and won't accept, to do with your truth and honesty and integrity to yourself. But it's like you have luck with you, because if you are following your own truth, your own integrity, then you have these new beginnings to do with what you came to Earth to do. This is in the long term, and there's no time around this because it's the line of karma. But this is very soon. This is, you could step onto this path within days, weeks, or months. So it could even be this week, you know. These are absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, push on through. Of course, we have challenges, you know, they come up in life, but it's about how we deal with those challenges, and having the perseverance and the ability to know when to act, and when to not act. So, dear star seeds and light workers, let's have a look here at these star seed cards and see what their message for you is. Empathic star seed. Yeah, Libra is very empathic. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Yeah, it's important. You know, before the internet, before we had newspapers, we weren't aware of anything happening on the other side of the world, or even on the other side of the country. So it is about just focusing on what is yours, not taking in too much of what is going on around you, not reading the papers, not watching TV news, because it is very fear-based, and this helps you clear that fear. Because you're so empathic, you do pick up on how other people are feeling, and you know, you have great empathy and, you know, righteous anger about what is happening in certain parts of the world. But really, the act of the greatest positivity and good is by finding peace and projecting that peace onto the world. It's an act of rebellion. Okay, let's look here at the cards of manifestation. It looks like you're doing very well in that area. So the Two of Wands is the world is your oyster, what do you want to create and what do you love? And this is, you know, the Lovers is creativity as well. Every, in quotes, reality has been focused by someone into being. You were taught to face reality before you knew you were creating reality. Do not face reality unless it is reality you want to create, for any reality only exists because someone has focused it into being. This really fits with what I was saying about the news and staying in your own world. Those statistics about your experiences and others are not about any hard and fast now reality. Yeah. Be rebellious. Think think of how you want the world to be rather than being told. Whoa, okay, that one wanted to, well, those two wanted to come out. Seek the truest self. Well, listen to your own truth, your own honesty and integrity. Tend the roots of reciprocity. And again, that's about creating, putting out what you want to receive, who you want to be around. Tending the roots of those friendships which are balanced and which are, that you resonate with, that don't take your energy. B, we got this yesterday. I can't remember which sign we got it for. B, work, productivity, cooperation. Work diligently and be productive, and you will reap the rewards, both for yourself, but also to do with what you're putting out into the world. Wow, powerful cards this week, Libra. Really wonderful. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next week, and God bless.